Alright guys, what's going on? What's cracking? So as you can see, I'm in the garage, and as you can see, that's still up on jack stands. And you can tell from the title of this video, not too happy, but I'm gonna tell you why here in a minute. So first things first here guys, do me a big favor. If you've been watching this and you've been paying attention to what I've been doing, go give it a subscribe, you know, help a brother out. And if you can, go check out the Pure Function merchandise page. I got new stuff posted up there. I do appreciate all the support, and I appreciate all the new orders that are coming through lately. So guys, thank you very much. All right, so let's get on to this. First with the car dynoing. Some people were saying, you know, that numbers seem a little unrealistic or whatever, but I mean, it is what it is. I thought I was pretty happy with it. 227 and 224, I think the torque was. The final one, the third run, was like 220 and 220. I have the dyno sheet inside. Kind of wish they'd print off the first one, but not like it's a big variance. I mean, 7 horsepower, but still, I kind of wish it was showing that one. It only shows it revving to 6,800 also, but that's where it's peaked. It does seem though, if I do post up in this video, you can see there's a variation there down low. It seems like timing or something might be off. No, check timing. You can see it kind of dips in and it goes back up, like it's hesitating down low, which if you guys have watched my past videos, you know I've been having an issue with hesitation from the get-go with this. I'm not really sure, as you can tell, the camera's on top of the MR2 right now, that's why I'm like knocking on it as we talk. I'm not really sure what's causing the issue or where it's coming from, but something's causing a dip in the curve there and it's causing it to surge. Not sure what it could be. We've tried a million things. Like I said, I've looked at timing, I've looked at all the O2 sensors, checked the spark plugs, checked the rotor and cap, everything else seems to be good, but something's causing it to dip there. But again, I'm very happy with the power numbers. 227, pretty damn good, 224 torque on a Mustang dyno, in my opinion, is very damn good, actually, not more than think about it. So I'm beyond happy with the way the car's handling and taking the power so far. Unfortunately, when it comes to the Supra here, I do have some bad news. The diff that I showed you guys there earlier, with the LSD blown up, you know, I took it down to have rebuilt. I bought a new OS Geiken LSD to go in the bad boy here, but one problem came up, actually multiple. When the LSD let go, it also tore apart the ring gear and pinion gear, which you can see here. As you guys can see, it's foobarred. It's done. It could technically be used. You're probably looking and going, well, that's not that bad. But when you're talking about gears and you're talking about things like that, you don't want to be going too crazy with it. You don't want to take any chances. It's one right off the bat, you know that's going to give you a gear whine. Period. That's going to give you gear whine. It's not going to set up correctly no matter how well you shim it. I'm going to get gear whine with something like that. With me throwing that new OS Geiken LSD in, as expensive as it is, I don't want to be taking the chance. So I'm currently looking for a 3.76 Aristo or Auto TT open diff. If you're wondering why I'm looking for an open, I already have an LSD, and I do not want to deal with another Torsen LSD. So I'm looking for an open diff because really all I'm looking for is the housing itself. And the most expensive part is the LSD, believe it or not. They usually run between 150 to 300 bucks on the high end for a low mileage Aristo or open Auto TT diff. So if anyone has one out there, let me know down in the comments or hit me up on my Facebook or Instagram because I'm currently looking as of now. Freed did give me the option of if I wanted to use it, I could. Ben Freed was pretty much highly suggesting I wouldn't do it if it was my car, but you know, he was kind of letting it up to me if I wanted to do it. Looking into it and checking costs, and like it just didn't make cost-effective sense. If I'm going this far, might as well spend a few extra $100 and do it right. So like I said, guys, looking for one. Hoping to get one soon and get it in the car and get her moving again. I have an event, Aiden's Car for Kids, as you guys can tell at the beginning of these videos. I have coming up and I do not want to miss it. So I'm hoping to get it to them ASAP, get it fixed, get it going, and get it in the car. Thank goodness the OS Geiken requires 0 break-in time. I already have all the fluid for the car also. So I'll be able to get it in, get it down the ground, get it up to speed's the big thing, you know, because we blow up the drive shaft because this is another diff, and I believe the Aristo is a big flange where my old diff was a small flange. Don't quote me on that, but I believe the Aristo later models use a big flange 3-bolt, and the Auto TT uses a 3-bolt small flange. Now my flange that comes from Drift Motion does bolt right up, but it's going to throw off where you bolted it up at. So let me explain that a little bit more because a couple of y'all are probably thinking, what are you talking about? So Drift Motion makes this flange here. This adapts a 4-bolt style, a GM flange, to a 3-bolt style Toyota flange. As you can see here, there's 6 total bolts on the outside and small 4 bolts on the inside. The 4 small bolts are for the GM flange, and the 3 on the outside are for the 2 different types of Toyota flanges. Now you can see one's a small, which is these here, so you can see how it's closer in and not as close to the edge. Then you have the large, which as you can see here are pretty far out. Now I've been using the small ones so far, so I am Not sure how well this is going to work, but as you can see here, I have a red mark there. Believe it or not, when I had bolted this up originally, I just, oriented. It's 4 bolts, it can only go on a certain way. Well, apparently when they balance these shafts, they are that crucial and that critical that they need to be bolted up the exact way they were balanced. So I had to keep rotating it until I found the mark, and I marked it right there, and I marked it on here too, of where it needs to bolt up every time. Well, now that I've removed this, that throws everything off, and we're gonna be going to a different style diff. So yeah, hoping to get it back on and be hunky-dory again real quick in a hurry, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I hope it bolts up and it all works out the first try, but knowing my luck, guys, we know how that is. It never freaking happens. Another thing I'll have to do, and I'll walk you guys through it too, because I didn't do much with it, I'm gonna have to show you guys how to remove and how to burn out the stock diff bushings. Since I'm getting a new diff, I still have my solid ones, which I'll take out of my old diff and put it into this one, but I gotta remove the old soft ones that are in it from the factory and cut out the metal bushing that's inside of that. Probably wondering, but I'll show you guys. I'll do a step-by-step video on that. I kind of did one a while ago, but nothing too intense or too great, to be honest. So I'll try to do something that's a little bit better for y'all, something that shows you everything that you'll need to do. Try to make it a little bit easier on y'all. So I'll keep that posted for you guys and hopefully help you out. I think someone mentioned too, they were saying about how small my drive shaft is, and I agree. I had a company make me this when I got a bunch of other parts. It's not the most ideal, but so far it's holding the power. It is steel, so it's a little bit stronger than an aluminum drive shaft, so it doesn't need as much girth to it. Aluminum or carbon fiber would obviously have a lot less rotating mass. Rotating mass equals to horsepower, et cetera, et cetera. So, am I losing some power? Yeah, it's definitely there. I'm leaving power on the table just because I'm using this, but it's worked so far and I can't really complain about it. Simple to bolt up and no problems. Guys, too, another thing I want to mention is I still have these for sale. So these here are still for sale. I'm trying to get these out. I have them down to $1,900 now. I'm offering anyone $100 who helps me sell these. So again, guys, I'm offering $100 to whoever helps me sell these bad boys. I want to get them gone as soon as I can. I just want to go to some, I love these wheels, like love them. But I just don't want to go that aggressive anymore. It sucks. I kind of wish I would have thought it out a little bit more, but I just love the way these wheels looked. And I had posted pictures of it on the Supra, and a lot of people saying I should have put them on the Supra, but the offsets and stuff don't really fit the Supra either, and I couldn't get them quite wide enough, so I decided against it. But yeah, guys, $1,900, and I am willing to ship anywhere within the lower 48 states, so let me know. Also have some big news for you guys. If you saw in one of my videos, I was working with Big Clive, or hanging out with him, I should say. We're planning on doing a video together here soon. I'm either gonna meet up with him or go down to where he lives there in Maryland and do a video. So if you guys don't know who Big Clive is, I'll link his stuff down below. He's a pretty big YouTuber who does stuff mostly in the drag racing part of things. He works for Speed Society. He does a bunch of cool stuff. So we've been just talking more and more, and we really just, even though like he's into American muscle and I'm definitely on the Japanese side, we just click. He's just a super nice guy, super genuine guy too on top of it. And I haven't met a ton, this is gonna sound horrible, there's not a ton of people in the YouTube community that like that, are true car people that like to work on cars and like to learn about cars. And I definitely see him and get him that he's that way, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, I can't wait for that video, and I think you're gonna enjoy it too. Now I need to walk out back here because I have a party coming up tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. We're having our 4th of July party out here. So my sump pump line that runs out into my yard needs it moved. Dun, dun, dun. Look how nice the yard looks. Yes, I do pay a guy to mow my lawn, if I haven't mentioned that before. Because I could never make my lawn to look this nice. I pay a guy to do it because it's a lot easier than having me do it. I don't have time to do YouTube, work on the cars, do everything else around the house, and mow and do all that shit. I just don't have time. I drive an hour and a half each way too. I guess I shouldn't say that. You can always make time, but I also enjoy my sleep to an extent. I like to at least get 6 hours, 5 hours minimum at night. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. I prefer a little bit of sleep. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Just wanted to do a quick update for y'all, give you a little information on that. So hopefully that gets dropped off and I get something here soon for y'all. Get that up and running, get down to Big Clive, do a couple more videos with that. I also do want to do a free ride along. I have that coming up. I'm going to offer 3 people ride along in the car. That's their dream to do it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I think that's going to be a cool thing. You know, a lot of people want to ride in these cars, and I never turn anyone down or try not to if I have time. I mean, at events, I know people say, hey, can I go for a quick ride? But being honest, I'm at the event too to try and enjoy myself and get video, etc. So you only have so much time, but I'm hoping to try and do this almost like a lottery system, offer it to some lucky kids out there that would like to do this. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys, if that's something you'd enjoy. Thank you guys very much as usual. I'm gonna go enjoy my rest of my day. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, so I'm gonna go drink some beer, and of course it's going to be a nice cold Keystone. And yeah, thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace! Goes aside from my soul.